FX's blockbuster series Alien Earth is starting this week. We're telling you everything you need to know about the story before you start watching. Here we go. Alien Earth is set in the year 2120, just 2 years before Ellen Ripley's fateful encounter with the xenomorph in Alien, which takes place in 2122, and around 25 years after the events of Alien Covenant. In 2120, Earth is no longer governed by nations or traditional governments. Instead, the planet is ruled by 5 massive corporations known collectively as the Five. They are Weyland-Yutani, the sinister company lurking in the shadows in the Alien film series. Then there's Prodigy, Lynch, Dynamic, and Threshold. Society has become a dystopia where advanced cyborgs, humans with cybernetic implants, and synthetics, fully artificial humanoid AIs, exist alongside baseline humans as laborers, soldiers, and test subjects serving corporate interests. In this dystopian reality, a new arms race emerges, the race for immortality. The brilliant and eccentric young CEO of Prodigy Corporation, Boy Cavalier, claims to have cracked the code for defeating death. His revolutionary method, transferring the minds of terminally ill humans into robotic android bodies. He begins experimenting on children, believing their minds are more adaptable. Cavalier's project ignites a high-stakes technological arms race among the 5 corporations. He who conquers death stands to rule the world. As Noah Hawley has analogized, it's like an Edison versus Tesla competition at the turn of the 20th century, but for the cybernetic age. Cavalier and Prodigy's first successful subject is a 12-year-old girl named Marcy, who awakens in a synthetic adult body and is renamed Wendy. She becomes the world's first human-synthetic hybrid, a being with a human consciousness housed in a durable artificial form. Cavalier repeats the experiment with 5 other terminally ill children. A devoted fan of Peter Pan, he nicknames them the Lost Boys: Slightly, Smee, Curly, Toodles, and Nibs. Together they live and train on Prodigy's remote research campus, a twisted futuristic neverland where children never truly die, and in fact never physically age now that they inhabit adult-sized synthetic bodies. Unlike other androids in the Alien series, these synthetic children retain their personal memories and emotional range, though only Wendy will possess the full complexity of emotional consciousness. Her ability to feel and remember makes her a volatile anomaly in a world driven by control and efficiency. The Maginot Crash. The inciting incident of the series is a catastrophic accident that brings the Alien franchise's familiar horror down to Earth. Literally. A Weyland-Yutani research vessel, the USCSS Maginot, returning from a 65-year deep space mission, crashes unexpectedly on Earth in 2120. In the outskirts of Prodigy City, a futuristic city owned or operated by Prodigy Corp. The Maginot is carrying a top-secret cargo: 5 deadly extraterrestrial life forms collected from the darkest corners of space. In other words, Weyland-Yutani had been gathering xenomorphs and other alien species for study, and now those specimens are loose on Earth after the crash. The collision and containment breach unleash these predatory life forms into the environment, posing an unprecedented threat to life on the planet. When the Maginot crashes, Wendy's own brother, a young human soldier named CJ Hermit, happens to be stationed nearby as part of Prodigy's security force. Fearing for her brother's life among the wreckage, Wendy urges Boy Cavalier to intervene. Seeing an opportunity, Cavalier asserts Prodigy's territorial claim on the crash. Under the law of the 5, any assets that land on your soil are legally yours. The result of this: a deadly race ensues between Weyland-Yutani and Prodigy Corp to secure the crash site and recapture the alien organisms. Prodigy sends Wendy and the Lost Boys to investigate. They are accompanied by Kirsch, Timothy Oliphant, a more traditional synthetic assigned to monitor or guide the Lost Boys, a kind of adult synthetic advisor who balances logic with cryptic emotional restraint. The mission goal: contain the hostile creatures and find survivors. At the crash zone, they encounter Morrow, the Maginot's cyborg security officer, who is the sole survivor of the crash, leading a Weyland-Yutani contingent intent on securing the creatures for themselves. This sparks a tense corporate standoff and deadly encounters with the unleashed xenomorphs and other alien species in the wild. The series will follow Wendy's team as they navigate both ferocious alien attacks and human enemies on the ground, all while larger corporate machinations unfold in the background. Created by Noah Hawley, known for his series adaptations of Fargo and the X-Men story Legion, the new series is set to be a roller coaster ride unlike any exploration of the Alien universe to date. The series brings the iconic sci-fi horror saga to Earth for the first time, and we will be there every step of the way. Stay tuned to join us on the journey.